I just dragged my ass out of bed for this. So I'm going to read it now. Because it's available now. And that's what I'm doing now, I guess. So I'm going to see if anyone trickles in here. If not, it'll be posted for people to watch later. But just make sure this is working real quick. I gotta edit this to get a better thumbnail. Okay. Guys, if I start reading this a couple minutes in, I will put the timestamp at which I start reading the document in the comments. So if you're watching this back later, you won't have to sit here until I start talking about the actual document. I always try to do that because I know it saves people time, and some people can't just like sit around and wait, you know. Carol, that's not what I want. Here we go, pictures. We'll go with that one. Okay. AJME, hey, what's up? I went to bed, but then I saw this document was available in Discord. So now I'm going to read it. Mag in Florida, hi. Yes, Clayton's pretrial statement is now available. I just read the others. But yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put this in Discord real quick. Oh, oops. Hold on a sec, guys. Sorry about the wait. It won't be long, I promise. Okay. And I'm missing one more. Okay. There, yep. And I'll put it on Twitter too, just in case. Okay. I'm still working. Glad you're streaming. Thank you. Are you sure you're awake and not having an LO-induced nightmare? I'm sure, Jennifer. Goosebump. Hey. Carila, I think. Carila? Is it? How do I say that? Hey, Lauren, I'm so glad you found it. I am looking forward to your input. Thank you. It's long. Okay, well, you know, reading a long Woodnick document, not the same as reading a long Geekris document. So, because I'm actually interested in the subject material. All right, guys. Let's just get started reading. Hopefully some more people will join. If not, I was just streaming and then I was like, I'm going to bed, and then I saw this pop up. So all right. 1 sec. Let me just share the document here. Not at all the same thing. All right. Chrome tab. That's what I want. Yep. All right. Let me know if you guys can see that. Dying to know how he presents it in comparison. Guys, I'm losing sleep over this. But okay. If you guys can see this, okay, I'm going to get started. WTF, why are we here? I thought your stream didn't close, but we're back. Yeah, no. We're back because I just got this filing, which is Clayton's lawyer's filing, or Clayton's filing, technically. Zoom a little more, please. Okay, a little more. But I can't see too much of the page, is the problem if I zoom in too much. So I'm not trying to hang on. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, there we go. So I don't want to zoom in too much. Is this what IT Goatee did? No. So this isn't Gingras or Laura's pretrial statement. This isn't their documents. This is Clayton's documents. So it's like the other side. Lauren, you got my name correct first for anyone ever. Carola. I said it right before. No, I don't know. Looks good to me. All right. Cool. If anybody wants to share this link out there, go ahead, because I know a lot of people think I went to bed, because I did go to bed, and then I got back up. All right. This is the respondent, Clayton Echard's pretrial statement. Respondent/defendant Clayton Echard hereby provides this pretrial statement for evidentiary hearing. This proceeding is not complicated, but is certainly unique given the fraud and circus-style antics from petitioner Laura Owens. Laura, who seems unburdened by both science and societal expectations of truth, filed an improper establishment petition and order of protection predicated on faked medical records after being rejected by Clayton Echard. Okay. Laura's medical record arts and craft skills have been honed over a decade, wherein she falsified records to support fabricated twin pregnancies, forged ultrasounds, manufactured HCG reports, faked ovarian cancer, and feigned having an oophorectomy, ovary removal. Or is it oophorectomy or oophorectomy? I don't know. I always know what that means. I know how to spell it, but I've never said it out loud. She cannot claim that she lacked the intent to commit fraud upon this court when she filed these actions after oral sex and then appeared in court twice, donning what appeared to be a fake moon bump. Laura's malignancy was exposed because she targeted Clayton, the former ABC bachelor, as her fourth mark. Green Ghost is 16 pages of garbled. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, I'm going to need popcorn if this continues. I agree. I kind of want some too. At this point, I don't even know when I'm going to go to bed, but whatever. Thank you to everyone who is here, by the way, especially if you came back after I went to bed. All right. Clayton immediately disputed the pregnancy, causing Laura to utilize her playbook alleging twins, crafting dating contracts, offering abortions, claiming suicidality. Attaboy. That's manipulative. And alleging that she was the victim of sexual assault. Laura also contacted the media, which resulted in 3 prior victims of the same pregnancy connecting. What Laura failed to consider was that her claims of being 24 weeks pregnant with twins and vague miscarriage allegations, including suggesting that twins were reabsorbed into her body, would result in the media she contacted comparing her to known fraudsters like Scamanda. You know what? You know what's crazy? I actually haven't watched or read about the Scamanda thing. Hear me out. You said you were done going live. Why must you turn my YouTube into a house of lies? I'm sorry. This document was not available to me before, and it just became available to me as I was laying in bed. So I'm back. But thank you very much for the super chat. You know I appreciate it. Hear me out is awesome. All right. Makes me feel like I have a purpose for staying up this late at night. Okay. Clayton immediately disputed the pregnancy, causing Laura to utilize her playbook, alleging twins, crafting dating contracts, offering abortions, claiming suicidality, and alleging that she was a victim of sexual assault. Laura also contacted the media, which resulted in 3 prior... Oh, I already read this freaking paragraph. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really tired. It is 1:46 a.m. here. I'm going to read it again because it was a good paragraph. Of the same pregnancy connecting. What Laura failed to consider was that her claims of being 24 weeks pregnant with twins and a vague miscarriage allegations, including suggesting that twins were reabsorbed into her body, would result in the media she contacted comparing her to known fraudsters like Scamanda. As if unable to stop, Laura continued to commit fraud, including misleading her own medical expert, who impressively and contrary to science appears to have determined paternity without DNA testing. By failing to tell him about her medical history or faked history, including but not limited to ovarian cancer, an oophorectomy, as well as the fabrication of the sonogram he reviewed, and perhaps even the July 23rd miscarriage photos. Laura's attempts to prevent a full and fair adjudication have only escalated as, through counsel, she, per witness Michael Maricini, suggested a witness would be arrested if he appeared at court for this trial. Further efforts to embarrass Mr. Maricini involved Laura's counsel posting a California deposition transcript from 2018 online. She, through counsel, even tweeted commentary about the case and this court, as well as posted medical records contrary to the court's orders. She even mocked Dr. Dean's expertise and expert report and then published it online. On May 28th, 2024, Laura and her counsel, oh, this is good, published a joint blog post in which Laura made overt claims of suicidality and appears to admit that 2,500 pages of text with Maricini were legitimate and that she never received an ultrasound for her alleged twin pregnancy. Days later, Laura, through counsel, posted parts of the video deposition of Clayton Echard on YouTube. The level of inappropriate behavior in this matter is astounding. This is great. Oh, God, I love this guy's filings. All right. Laura's anticipated crocodile tears and claims to have been the victim of the media who exposed her cons are disingenuous. Laura's behavior should result in findings from the court in these two causes and may justify a referral to the Maricopa County attorney for charges of both perjury and evidence tampering. All right, background. Here we go. Laura initiated litigation when she filed her petition to establish paternity, legal decision-making, parenting time, and child support, alleging that she became pregnant with respondent's twins. On August 8th, Laura filed a denied motion to communicate, and on August 23rd, a denied motion to compel. On August 29th, Laura filed a denied expedited consideration requested motion to communicate, and on September 14th, a denied expedited motion to seal court record. On August 21st, Clayton, representing himself, filed his answer denying any pregnancy with twins after only oral sex. C. Respondents granted motion for leave to amend response, and respondents amended response to petition to establish. On September 28th, through an early resolution conference, parties entered a Rule 69 agreement stating petitioner agrees to contribute a sample on October 2nd to determine paternity of the alleged pregnancy. Testing to be conducted by Ravgen. On October 6th, Laura filed for an ex parte order of protection, claiming that she was pregnant by Clayton and that he was cyberbullying her by posting her medical records online. That same day, the Ravgen results came back, indicating little to no fetal DNA, and Clayton thought the nightmare was over. He was very wrong. Damn. Doesn't that blow Ginger's claims out of the water that she stopped litigating? I think so, but we might both be too tired, to be honest. Equality, it is Clayton's pretrial statement. So we read Laura's earlier. All right. On October 18th, Laura filed a request for pre-decree mediation, denied, alleging Clayton would not speak to her, and he even acts as if the unborn children don't exist despite a preponderance of the evidence. She spelled preponderance wrong, but okay. At least I think she did. Hang on. Yeah, preponderance. That's not how you say that. Jesus. On October 24th, Laura appeared by video before Judge, is it Gilkatsis, I think. Judge Gilkatsis, wearing what appears to be a fake pregnant stomach moon belly. She was also photographed on September 27th competing in a horse jumping competition with a visibly flat stomach and was signed up to compete in late November 2023, but allegedly backed out after attempting to sign up under a different name. Okay, so October 24th, there was a fake belly. September 27th, there was a flat belly. Okay. On October 25th, Laura appeared before Judge Duty, again wearing what appears to be a moon belly, and testified as to the veracity of a sonogram of their son, which she has since claimed no knowledge of, but that she sent to both Clayton and the media, as well as including in her publicly accessible Dropbox on Reddit. On November 2nd, the second day of trial on Clayton's granted injunction against harassment, Laura testified that she was 100% and 24 weeks pregnant by Clayton and that she was due February 14th, 2024. Laura further Laura further specifically detailed she was experiencing a high risk pregnancy due to her alleged epilepsy. Alleged epilepsy. That's awesome. And that she was being seen by specialists Dr. McCool and Dr. Higley, and that she had an appointment with Dr. Higley last Friday. After this court ordered Laura to comply with disclosure, she had refused to comply with Rule 49, it was confirmed that Laura's testimony was false and she was never treated by Doctors McCool, Higley, or any obstetrician or gynecologist during her alleged high-risk pregnancy with twins. Here we have a footnote. Laura self-reported to her neurologist via video while in the seated position that she was 21 weeks pregnant with twins. Laura also told the provider that she saw for the first time on November 14th that she had been pregnant, that the pregnancy had been confirmed by Planned Parenthood, that she passed 2 sacs, and that she had been told that her blood HCG levels were not consistent with a viable pregnancy. There was no sonogram at Planned Parenthood, and if the latter statements bears any truth, this means Laura was told she was not pregnant before she testified in front of Judges Judy Gilkettis. Yeah, I'm not going to say that right, guys. Judges Judy, Judge G, and this court. Hear me out. So I'm just seeing this too, so I'm just mock myself. I was previously just hear me out. Yeah, I know that because I recognize the change. I was like, that's punny. That's punny. But after the change, I'm literally explaining no, now it's just I like it. I think it's funny. Hey, Shayna, what's up? Shayna, I'm not sure. Equality, yes, I did. Lindsay, yes, it's new. All right, let's check it out. Did I read that part? Yeah, I did. Okay. On December 6, 2023, results of the yet another Ravgen test again confirmed little to no fetal DNA. Again, Clayton thought the nightmare was over. He was wrong again. Note, the second Ravgen test was allegedly lost in transit. On December 12th, Clayton filed a notice of filing affidavit of non-paternity, avowing that he could not be the father to any children from Laura as they never had sexual intercourse. Clayton also filed his granted expedited motion to extend dismissal date on an active calendar and schedule an evidentiary hearing. On December 28th, Laura filed her denied motion to dismiss petition to establish paternity, legal decision-making, parenting time, and child support with prejudice, as well as a notice requiring strict compliance with Arizona Rules of Evidence, which invoked Rule 2, Arizona Rules of Family Law Procedure. For the first time, Laura's motion cryptically claimed that she is not now pregnant. That same day, Clayton notified Laura of his intent to depose her pursuant to Rule 57 and requested the production of documents pursuant to Rule 62. On January 2nd, Laura filed a denied expedited motion to quash deposition of petitioner. Laura's counsel, her first of 3 attorneys, withdrew. Jesus. It's like I forget some of the stuff that happened, you know? LA, hey, yes, I am. I'm back. All right. Whew. These documents have been so long. On January 3rd, Clayton filed a response objection to petitioner's motion to dismiss, as well as a withdrawn motion for sanctions pursuant to Rule 26. Okay, here's the footnote. Although the court's minute entry dated January 25th does suggest that Laura's motion to dismiss was granted but maintained as the issue of sanctions and attorney's fees remain, the court's minute entry dated February 21st and discussion in court clarifies that the court was denying petitioner's motion to dismiss petition to establish blah, blah, blah. For brevity, this background summary excludes all other response and replies filed in this matter. On January 17th, Clayton filed a notice of non-appearance at deposition pursuant to Rule 57, notifying the court that Laura willfully failed to appear at her deposition. Remember how shocked we all were at that one? And requesting attorney's fees. On January 18th, Laura, with her second counsel, filed a denied motion for confidentiality and preliminary protective order, claiming for the first time that Laura had a miscarriage. Notably, no other information about the alleged miscarriage was provided. Mel Klom, thank you for the super sticker. I don't think if you put a message on there, I don't think the super sticker like tells me there's a message. But if it's just a sticker, then yeah, I can see your sticker. Thank you. Appreciate that. I love that. I love getting these little messages. They're pretty cool. All right. On February 2nd, Clayton was deposed by Laura. On February 6th, respondent filed a granted expedited motion to continue trial and motion for additional trial time. On February 12th, respondent filed a granted expedited motion to set virtual status conference. The court scheduled an in-person status conference for 2/21. At the conference on February 21st, this court addressed petitioner's failure to comply with Rule 49. See attorney's fees below. Petitioner claimed that she had a miscarriage sometime in September or October. The court indicated that it would hear evidence and testimony as it applies to all pleadings filed within the Maricopa County Superior Court, and it would be viewing the order of harassment hearings. Footnote here says, pursuant to Rule 59, Clayton intends on offering this deposition against Laura, including discussion of the ultrasound Laura has admitted to altering and presented as an exhibit, as well as the ultrasound video on pages 42 to 44, 46, 63, 90 to 91, and 111 to 122. This filing is epic because it's reminding us of the facts of how this all went down from the start. I forgot how fake Latin legal writing for preponderance of evidence. All right. Let's see. On March 1st, 2024, Laura was deposed, and it was discovered that there was yet another pregnancy fraud allegation, number 4, from 2014 in San Francisco. Clayton intends to offer the entire deposition as evidence against Laura, consistent with Rule 59. On March 11th, 2024, respondent filed a granted motion to compel. On March 12th, petitioner's third attorney withdrew. On March 25th, respondent filed a granted motion for joint hearing and a granted, in part, motion for relief from judgment, which was amended on April 26th. On April 1st, petitioner's third attorney filed a denied motion for extension of time to respond to respondent's motion to compel and a declaration of David S. Gingras in support of petitioner Laura Owens' motion for extension of time to respond to respondent's motion to compel. Holy shit, that's a mouthful. On April 3rd, 2024, respondent filed a granted motion to withdraw motion for sanctions pursuant to Rule 26. Petitioner filed a notice of non-objection on April 4th. On April 8th, petitioner filed a denied motion to compel lunch and for alternative relief, because who could forget that one? Oh my god. Can you imagine if that had been granted? How will all this evidence negatives presented in a 2-hour court hearing? Honestly, dude, I don't know. I have never been to a family court hearing, so this is kind of crazy to me. Because I was saying to, I think it was like Dave and Megan and Brad, I was like, how early do I need to get there? I've never done this before, like, because like why would I be going to a family court hearing? You know, I clicked on this thinking it was you. Your earlier live. Can't believe you're sacrificing your sleep and ours to bring this to us. Thank you. Yes, because this document just came out and I wanted to get to it ASAP. Grandma Linda says the same kind of thing. Yeah, you're still up. Yes, I am. I was in bed and then I got the message that just came up. And so I got out of bed. All right. Gemma, you too. No, it's a new one. All right. On April 12th, petitioner filed a granted request for judicial notice, requesting this court take notice of petitioner's case against Greg Gillespie. Here are the footnotes. Specifically, pages 1 through 175. Line numbers would be unhelpful as parts of the entire deposition will be utilized as evidence against Laura. In the court's minute entry dated 5/22, the court clarified that it would be viewing the order of protection hearing before judge duty and deferring ruling on the motion pending the trial. In the court's minute entry dated 5/22, the court clarified that it would be viewing the order of protection hearing before judge duty and deferring ruling on the motion pending the trial. Didn't we just read that? I think they put that in there twice. Yeah, they did. Okay. Yeah, because there's 2 10s. Mr. Gillespie is expected to testify that he experienced twin pregnancy fraud by Laura after rejecting her and as addressed by Judges Backus and Gordon, and which involved a fake sonogram. On April 30th, petitioner filed a denied emergency motion to strike and request for immediate telephonic scheduling conference and denied motion in Lemine. Or it's not Lemine, it's Lemonade. Sorry. It's like lemonade, right? Lemonade? But I keep wanting to say Lemine, like limo or something. No, denied motion in Lemonade. Attempting to preclude testimony from the three men who were anticipated to testify that Laura fabricated pregnancies, medical records, cancer, ovarectomies to force unrequited relationships. On May 10th, petitioner filed and denied motion for judgment on the pleadings and renewed motion to dismiss. And on May 13th, a notice of non-availability and notice of errata. Oh my God, we're only on page 9. On May 10th, petitioner filed a denied motion for judgment on the pleadings. Oh, I just read that. Okay, I'm not going to do that again. On May 21st, respondent filed a stipulated motion for virtual appearance of witness. Dr. Deans. Okay, yeah. So Clayton's expert will be testifying virtually, I guess. I thought Dr. Mitchell was as well, but I could be wrong about that. Okay. Contested issues, non-paternity. This court should find that Clayton was not responsible for any alleged pregnancy. That Laura will claim she believed she was pregnant from oral sex is farcical and not the legal standard. Even if that was the standard, it is indisputable that Laura did not have any basis to believe she was pregnant with twins. As she alleged in her petition, because she faked the sonogram records, she never sought obstetric/gynecological care, she never had an ultrasound, and she lied to the court about her high-risk pregnancy with twins. Footnotes. That Laura purchased. It is watermarked Fiverr, a website where you can ostensibly hire people to Photoshop images. Before Judge Galketsis on November 2nd, Laura testified to having a high-risk pregnancy with boy and girl twins, being 100% and 24 weeks pregnant, and to being seen by Doctors Higley and McCool. Laura admitted, as an exhibit, a screenshot of her making an appointment with Dr. McCool. Laura has since testified that she never received care from any pregnancy provider or specialist. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with y'all's comments. I'm still claiming I saw Dingus as an idiot first. Okay. I'm just going to sleep and saw this. LOL, I'll have to rewatch tomorrow. Stephanie B, thank you for the 10. I really appreciate the donations here, guys, because it makes my getting out of bed late at night worth it. Elizabeth, thank you for the 10. I don't know if you meant to put a message there or not, but if you did, I will try to see in the chat if you put something. But I really appreciate the 10. Again, this is very helpful. And, well, if I didn't have you guys around, I would just be talking to myself at 2 a.m. So, Lindsay G, anyone else think Laura is a man? No, no, I don't think that. That's funny though. Emily D. Baker calls it motion and lemonade. Well, it is motion and lemonade, so Emily D. Baker is correct. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I want to make sure I'm getting everybody's super chats and stuff. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going, shall we? Alleged pregnancy. Pregnancy is caused by sex, not relationship cons. Laura and Clayton did not have penile vaginal sex. I can't believe we have to read this in a document. Like, Jesus. This lady just won't give up. Laura's allegations about what happened that night have morphed over time in order to fit Laura's narrative as she is confronted with science and the significant holes in her story. Laura has claimed there were fluids down there, then claimed Clayton was too high to remember having intercourse, and then claimed Clayton raped her. Laura even sent an email admitting they did not have sex and essentially begging Clayton to have sex with her for the first time because she was tight and had not had sex in years. That's fantastic, dude. I love reading Greg's filings. Elizabeth S. There you are. I really love your channel. Stumbled on you randomly and you're one of my new faves. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you stumbled on me randomly. I really appreciate your support. That's awesome. Okay. Laura's only proof of pregnancy is one urine HCG test conducted at Banner on June 1st, one blood HCG test on October 16th that indicated levels of HCG that, by Laura's own admission, are inconsistent with a pregnancy. Note, even her October 16th HCG test provided to her expert is dubious, as Laura, through counsel, has admitted to sending an altered version with 102,000 HCG, 1,000 times higher levels to the media. Laura again fabricated a medical record while simultaneously refusing to cooperate with Rule 49 disclosure. Guys, if you missed that because you don't read her lawyer's tweets, she had sent an HCG test to, I think it was Dave, and it said there was 102,000 HCG level, but actually the same document that she submitted to the court showed the actual level, which was 102. So her lawyer then throws her under the bus on Twitter and is like, she admitted to falsifying that. So that was fantastic, and we didn't know that. We didn't know she admitted to falsifying that, or we didn't know she was going to admit to falsifying that. So he just kind of threw that out there, which was fun. All right, we got some more footnotes here. Curiously, in her underlying petition to establish, Laura stated there was no domestic violence and requested a joint legal decision making and a holiday schedule, as a sexual assault allegation did not arise until after Laura realized Clayton, like others, had zero interest in a relationship and that he was questioning her twin pregnancy narrative. Note, with Gillespie, Laura also claimed she had not had sex in years. She later, with Gillespie, concocted a disturbing story that Gillespie and his counsel, undersigned, were involved in her kidnapping and rape, and that it was being investigated by the FBI in an ex-party letter to Judge Backus. Guys, if you missed that one too, this stuff is on, I think it was the Justice for Clayton Wiki in Greg's case, but she tried to email the judge outside of court and say that Greg Woodnick and Greg Gillespie had concocted some kind of scheme to have her kidnapped and raped. So that's insane. HCG tests are not dispositive of pregnancy. As Dr. Deans will confirm, HCG can be present in an individual for reasons unrelated to pregnancy, including medications for epilepsy and fertility treatment, as well as if the person injects themselves with HCG. Laura also alleges that she lost 30 pounds, and that is somehow proof of pregnancy, or that her body absorbed 24 to 28 week fetuses, all while competing in horse jumping competitions. Per her records, on June 1st, Laura weighed 121.25 pounds. On November 14th, she weighed 133 pounds. Okay, so that doesn't add up. Lindsay G, I don't believe that she has epilepsy. If she had a seizure, she wouldn't be able to drive for periods of times, at least for 6 months. Yeah, that's definitely contested right now because a lot of what she says is untrue. But I mean, I can't really say for sure. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm definitely not her doctor. So I can't really say for sure. It's so hard because there's no truth to so many of the substantive things that she says. But I don't know, because if Barrow is treating her for this long, I would think that she would actually have epilepsy. But then at the same time, it's she could just self-report shit. My cat hates legal stuff. Grateful feeling at YouTube. Is that your cat in your picture? All right. Let's read back up on the sentence. Hang on. They were talking about the HCG, the faked HCG thing. Laura again fabricated a medical record while refusing to cooperate, resulting in the order to compel. Laura is guilty of both copious perjury and evidence tampering, warranting this court endorsing the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Alleged sonograms. Laura faked the sonograms, at least 3, with Clayton. There are no verifiable and requisite sonograms to support Laura's claims of being pregnant with boy and girl twins after oral sex. On 10/25, Laura testified before Judge Duty to getting a sonogram of their son and providing it to Clayton because she was concerned about the baby's profile. whom she accused of using it to make an online Halloween meme, which he vehemently denies. Didn't somebody, I think somebody on, it was either Reddit or one of the Discords or something, came out and admitted that they were the one that made that? Judge Judy, God, when I watched that proceeding, it was so frustrating. This is like, this guy knows nothing about technology. He's asking stupid questions like, well, how can I tell that it's the same sonogram? I'm like, just let him show you. Like, Jesus. Watching Judge Judy was so frustrating. Like, Judge Judy, cool. Judge Judy, Judge Duty, no. Elizabeth S., thank you for becoming a member. Guys, if you want to join the channel, hold on, I'll drop a link in the description or something. Give me one sec. If you want to join the Drunk Turtle Nation, I will be doing some members only streams. So obviously I'm still going to do like open ones, like free for all or whatever. But I did want to put this in there. I'm going to put it in the video description, as well as a link to my t-shirt, which is the Your Cesspool is My Jacuzzi t-shirt. One second. Here we go. Got it. Okay. If you refresh now, it should show up in the description. But yeah. Thank you, Elizabeth, again, for your support. I really appreciate it. Let's see. You need a drunk turtle sound every time someone joins, like Megan Fox sound. What is a drunk turtle? Like, what sound does a drunk turtle make? I don't know. She should be able to procure at least a single history and physical from a primary doctor with diagnosis codes showing one of her claims is legit. Everything seems arts and crafts so far. That's correct. I agree with that. I learned the word cesspool from you. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. All right. Sorry, I have to catch up to where I was. I'm just going to start here again. Laura testified before Judge Judy getting a sonogram of their son and providing it to Clayton because she was concerned about the baby's profile, whom she accused of using it to make an online Halloween meme. Okay, yes, we did go over this. Laura also admitted an exhibit where she tells Clayton that she has a sonogram video dated 9/5. On 2/2, Laura used the doctored sonogram as an exhibit during her deposition of Clayton. On 3/1, Laura testified to obtaining the same sonogram anonymously at Planned Parenthood Mission Viejo on July 7th, and falsely and illegally attributing it to Southwest Medical Imaging, and that she found out she was pregnant with twins in July. On or about 4/15, Laura then claimed the appointment date was July 2nd, and that she was seen at the Planned Parenthood in Costa Mesa. Both SMIL and Planned Parenthood have confirmed Laura was never seen there for an ultrasound. Planned Parenthood further confirmed that the alleged July sonogram is not consistent with ultrasound images generated by their practice. I'm going to read the footnotes here real quick. Per Dr. Deans, an ultrasound provider may be able to determine a possible twin gestation, not gender, no earlier than 7 weeks gestation during an ultrasound. The only sonogram Laura states is hers indicates a gestational age of 6 weeks, 4 days. Parenthetically, the gestational age on the doctored sonogram, if obtained on 7/2/23, would be consistent with a conception date of June 2nd, not May 20th. Sexes would not be discernible until around 16 weeks. Laura texted Clayton, "We are having a boy and a girl, and I have an ultrasound to show you." And they dated it literally exactly to when we were together. It's so fucking stupid. Laura's Exhibit 6, an email from Laura to Clayton, was admitted during the order of protection hearing before Judge Judy. Planned Parenthood, I can't believe they still have to say that. Prob sounds like a hiccup and a faint burp. You might be right about that. I'll look into that. Okay. Still, Laura signed an affidavit from her expert that included the fake sonogram and stated this image was taken at Planned Parenthood, emphasis in original. No evidence supports Laura ever being seen by any provider for an ultrasound, as this court noted in its 522-minute entry stating neither Planned Parenthood in Mission Viejo nor Smil have any records for any ultrasound appointment for plaintiff. Alleged miscarriage. Laura was never pregnant by Clayton and could not have miscarried Clayton's twins. Laura's miscarriage tale, now apparently dated July 23rd, only arose after she was confronted by Clayton's desire to prevent her from getting away with her extreme pregnancy fraud con and exploiting another TEDx talk or chicken soup essay. This is amazing. This included Clayton notifying Laura he had contacted the putative father registry to prevent Laura from claiming she put the twins up for pretend adoption as a means of explaining their non-existence, all after testifying she was 24 weeks, actively being seen for high-risk pregnancy and due in February. Meanwhile, Laura continued to post on Reddit, publish various blogs on Medium.com portraying herself as a victim, and contacting the media to advance her fictitious narrative. Sorry, guys, I gotta make sure I don't have anything important here. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's not something I want to read out loud. Okay. So I try to stop a little bit and make sure I read you guys' comments. No one go funnel alcohol to turtles, please. No, please don't. Please don't. I don't support that. I don't support that. All right. The chicken soup essay thing, I don't know, that just gets me, man. I can't believe he had to write that. Okay. This is not the first time Laura has feigned a miscarriage or leveraged offers to terminate a pregnancy in exchange for the victim agreeing to date her. With Michael Maricini in 2016, Laura alleged she was pregnant with his twins, that she believed she had a miscarriage, and that after speaking with providers, she knew what to look for to determine whether she was miscarrying. Let's read the footnote here real quick. Clayton disclosed 2,500 pages of text between Maricini and Laura in light of Laura's repeated claims that her victims, including Michael, have fabricated or tampered with communications. A computer forensic expert, Mr. John Berryhill, assessed the metadata and confirmed that there was no tampering. This confirmed that Laura historically claimed she had... I think it cuts off there. But I think we all know what happened. She claimed that she had been pregnant with twins, had a miscarriage, or not a miscarriage, an abortion, and also had an ovary removed due to fake cancer. Okay. With Gillespie, it was offering to abort the twins if he agreed to date her. With Clayton, Laura alleged for the first time that she miscarried when she requested a protective order on 1/18/24. On 11/14/23, Laura self-reported to MomDoc, a provider she had never seen before, that she passed 2 sacs which appeared to have membrane, but denies having much bleeding. During the status conference on 2/21, Laura told this court she miscarried sometime in September or October. Days later, at her deposition on 3/1, Laura testified that in September or October she passed 2 sacs that were less than the size of her hand. That she took a picture of them and sent it to an online provider. On 4/8, Laura, via counsel, stated that she passed the 2 sacs on July 23rd. Yeah, there we go. Before Laura filed the underlying petition, her OP, and before she testified before 3 different judges about her feigned pregnancy. Is that a full sentence? Hang on. Okay, yes, that makes sense. Kat Thompson, thank you for the super sticker. It doesn't let me see comments with super stickers, so if you left one, I will try to find it again. I just like do a quick scan. Kat Thompson, thank you very much for the 20. That's like so generous. Seriously, unbelievable. Thank you very much. Maybe me can't find link to join in. Mag, you mean you want to join the channel, or Lindsay, thank you for the $5 super sticker. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, guys. Lindsay, thank you for doing that. Let's see. Sent sticker as a thank you for your dedication to getting the important motions to us as quickly as possible. Yeah, couldn't find where to include on the sticker. Thank you, Kat. That is so awesome, and I really appreciate it. Um, hang on 1 second. I'm gonna get this link for Mag. Okay, guys, I'm putting the channel join link in the thing for Mag here. I think I missed something. I don't think Laura has seizures either. My child has epilepsy, and I'm very skeptical of her having this for several reasons. Yeah, I mean, you've definitely had experience with somebody who has that, and I'm sorry that somebody's possibly faking it and kind of exploiting the troubles that come with that condition. No, that's really sad. I hope that your child is doing okay. Mag in Florida, thank you for becoming a member. You are now a member of the Drunk Turtle Nation. Oh my gosh. It's hard for me to like enunciate everything correctly when I've been reading so much. I start to trip over my words a little bit. But Mag in Florida, thank you for being a member of the Drunk Turtle Nation. I appreciate you. All right, let's get back to reading. Okay. Okay. I think I know where I am. On 4/28, Laura via counsel stated she passed the 2 sacks on July 23rd. Before Laura filed the underlying petition, her OP, and before she testified before 3 different judges about her feigned pregnancy. Clayton's experts have reviewed the images, which may be fake, but even assuming they are real, and Dr. Deans will testify that there is no obvious embryonic or fetal tissue, which is complicated by the theory that Laura would have been miscarrying twins that were 8 to 11 weeks and would have experienced significant bleeding. Note, Laura refused to provide her phone to a forensic expert to confirm the image's authenticity, which is highly dubious given her admitted history of fabricating records. Okay, I see the footnote from before runs into that one. So the footnote before was saying this confirmed that Laura historically claimed she had ovarian cancer and an ovary removed. In addition to alleging she was pregnant with twins, had a miscarriage, had a severe allergic reaction to an abortion drug, and that only one of the fetuses was terminated via abortion, which she also told Gillespie. Okay, if anybody's like a medical provider in here of any kind, nurse, doctor, whatever, can an abortion pill kill only one of the babies? Like, will somebody tell me if that's medically accurate? Andrea, they might, honestly, but I don't know, man. Goosebump. Okay, I really need to get some sleep. We'll watch the rest on replay. Thank you very much, Goosebump. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are so nice to me. That's awesome. Makes me want to get up at 2 in the morning and read these things. So thank you for being here. You can seize from hitting your head really hard, like from falling off a horse. Yeah, that's true. That's true. In my expert opinion, as an accountant. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened to her once. Now she claims epilepsy. Yeah, there's been some conflicting stories about the epilepsy. I don't know if you saw Megan's live or Brad's live. I was on live with, I can't remember which of their channels it was. We were all 3 talking about it. But the photos that she, like one of the photos she claimed was from Michael Maricini physically abusing her was actually from like some other time she was in the hospital, and she had sent it to him. And then she had also sent texts to him saying, she had epilepsy from, or not that, sorry. She had claimed she had epilepsy from an accident. I think it was the one where there was an Uber driver and she was in an accident. But she had texted Mike Maricini that she had a seizure for the first time And it was like some totally different scenario. And if it wasn't so late at night, I would track that down and give you the full information. But it is 2:30, so it's 2:20 a.m. We'll keep one earbud in and fall asleep to you reading not so sweet nothings into my ear. LA, I do my best. They can abort a single fetus from womb surgically. Okay, but so like as far as pills go, like pharmaceutically, is that a possibility? That's what I'm wondering. But I actually didn't know that either, so that's cool. Thank you for answering that for me. All right. Okay, so she also told Greg Gillespie that she only one of the fetuses was terminated. Laura was also engaging in repeated communication with Clayton and the media, referring to sonograms and videos that showed she was still pregnant, in addition to testifying before two judges in late October, early November, to being 100% and 24 weeks pregnant. There is no record indicating Laura showed any provider these alleged 2 sacks. Hold on. Is there another footnote? No, I think that was the end of that one. Okay. Order of protection. The OOP against Echard must be dismissed because it was procured through intrinsic and extrinsic fraud by Laura. Clayton's positions are well summarized by this court in its 522-24 ruling and fully briefed in the motion for relief. The order was upheld by Judge Duty, who did not know the history of fraud, as a result of extrinsic and intrinsic fraud by Laura because she was never pregnant with his twins, and the ultrasound and the image Judge Judy found to uphold the order of protection was manufactured by Laura, who has since denied the image belongs to her, despite her sending it to Clayton and the media and including it in her public Dropbox on Reddit. Guys, if I'm incorrect on this, let me know, but I'm pretty sure Judge Judy was also the judge in Greg Gillespie's order of protection hearing. I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I am, but I feel like I read that somewhere. So he has. Oh, and also, if you guys didn't watch the hearing, at the end of Clayton's, he started saying something about like Laura having contacted him outside of court, and then he was like, "Oh, not supposed to say that, not supposed to talk about that." So there's like some debate that he had some preconceived notions there. Again, I would love to like pull up and point out everything perfectly, but it's just like late at night. So different judge, second was a woman. Okay. I didn't know if that was the protective order or if that was the like they had 2 separate cases, yeah? I'm not sure. I thought my YouTube app was broken when it showed you were live. I thought for sure it was just wasn't refreshing. No, I'm here. I'm here. MDD VTV won our last game of Quiplash tonight before I went to bed and then got up and came back. So, all right. Let's see. Attorney's fees, sanctions, and referrals. This court has broad authority to assess the conduct of Owens throughout the 3 proceedings before 3 different judges and to sanction Laura pursuant to ARS 25-324, 25-415, and 25-809G. Laura ignored disclosure obligations for nearly 7 months, and it was not until this court compelled her cooperation that evidence of a 4th victim was revealed, or that she committed to her recent tale of a miscarriage in July. But despite allegedly passing 2 fetuses less than the size of her hand, she allegedly did not know she had miscarried until November, and curiously did not inform Clayton or this court until January. Laura's conduct cannot be accurately captured in the word unreasonable, as faking a twin pregnancy after oral sex, doctoring and submitting medical records, threatening witnesses, and committing continuous perjury deserves a word more benefiting behavior beyond even the family court pale. In addition to the fraud underpinning the entire litigation, the court merely needs to read Laura's Medium articles, the tweets, and blog posts to appreciate the scope of the damage she has caused, which as recent as May 28th includes a joint blog post from Laura and her counsel and YouTube postings of Clayton's video deposition. Yeah, David Gingras is not doing Laura Owens any favors. AJMECD. I've had 3 miscarriages, 2 singles, and 1 of triplets at 10 to 12 weeks. Each one of them were brutal. I believe she would have known if she miscarried. I believe you. I believe you. And I'm sorry that happened to you. That's so sad. I wish I had, something better to say, but like that's just like really devastating. I'm sorry you went through that. I had to reset my alerts. I stopped getting notifications. Keep missing Flash. There's only 126 of us in here. Why not? I spent 7 years, couldn't keep a pregnancy. I was starting fertility help. I had light period. Nurse said, sure, go ahead and take Clomid. Little did I know I was. It cut off your comment, Lindsay. Can you, yeah, if you type out the rest, I'll read it. Jessica, I agree. All right. Okay, here's the rest of Lindsay's comment. Little did I know I was pregnant. Then I waited, and at 9 weeks, I was pregnant with identical twins and a fraternal triplet. Huh. Wow, that sounds like a lot. I had left your other live to catch MG covering the same thing, and Clayton's dropped. Right? Yeah, that's what I said. I had to get out of bed. They just turned 31. Oh, Lindsay, that's great. That's great. Actually, I'm 31, so they're my age. Okay. Back to the reading, Lauren. Focus. Clayton is entitled to all his reasonable fees and costs incurred pursuant to ARS 25-324. To date, Laura has provided no evidence to support that she was ever pregnant by Clayton and with Clayton's twins. Laura has refused every opportunity to resolve the matter outside of court, and all efforts to comply with disclosure, including failing to appear at a scheduled deposition and not fully complying with the eventual order to compel. Recall, this entire saga was initiated by Laura going to The Sun and making false claims of pregnancy, ostensibly because Clayton rejected her. Laura's order of protection and the underlying petition were both filed in bad faith, as Laura knew that she was not and could not have been pregnant with Clayton's twins. Laura then proceeded to fabricate evidence, not for the first time, testify before 3 judges to being 100% and 24 weeks pregnant with twins, and file irrational and legally unsupported filings that continued to assert what Laura cannot prove, that she was pregnant with Clayton's twins. The twins thing is like the really important factor here, because Gingras can argue all day long like she had a reason to believe she was pregnant, even though I disagree with his argument. But the twins thing is kind of the nail in the coffin there, because you have to think like, okay, well, who told you were having twins? So it's not like she can just say, well, I thought I was pregnant because of the HCG test. Well, you said that you were pregnant with twins. Where's the proof? MG Law just wrapping up. Did MG Law read the same thing? I know I caught a little bit of what he was reading earlier, and then I was like, I'm going to go to bed, so I'll watch this tomorrow. And then I got out of bed, so that didn't help. That's fine. I'll sleep the next day or something. Okay. Laura has refused every opportunity to resolve the matter outside of court, and all efforts to comply with disclosure, including failing to appear at a scheduled deposition and not fully complying with the eventual order to compel. Recall, this entire saga was we already read this. Sorry guys. Like I said, it's 2:30. So okay, hang on. And it was more than just simple misstatements, as this is extrinsic and intrinsic fraud upon the court, encompassing false testimony, altering evidence, and using coercive threats to tamper with potential witnesses and extort Clayton. Laura the day before her deposition on March 1st, sent Clayton a letter threatening to sue him for a collateral allegation for around $1.4 million unless he agreed to dismiss this action. This overt extortive effort is eerily similar to Laura's antics with Judge Backus in the Gillespie matter, where she maliciously claimed Gillespie and his counsel were involved in her rape in an attempt to avoid a hearing. Wow. The footnotes up here. As witnesses, Maricini and Gillespie are expected to testify. Laura fabricated medical records, including sonograms, in her pregnancy con with their fake twins. At the same time as her claimed high-risk pregnancy, Laura was actively participating in horse jumping competitions with a visibly flat stomach, contrary to her very visible moon belly. Studied to become a midwife, abortive pills stop the action of progesterone, induce contractions in the opening of the cervix. It's not killing the fetus. Okay. Huh. Okay, everyone in chat, admit you're an LO sock account. What? What are you talking about, bro? Alright. Through her third counsel, David Gingras, in this matter, Laura has intimidated witnesses, including suggesting Maricini would be arrested if he appears to testify, filed legally unsound filings designed to waste fees and delay trial, sent overt threats and harassing communications to Clayton's counsel and members of the media, engaged in toxic and inappropriate diatribe regarding this case through Twitter and blog postings, including using derogatory terms insinuating that any ruling in Clayton's favor would be a mistake and the judge was biased against Laura, and appeared to intimidate Laura's own prior counsel into refraining from complying with his Rule 3.3 ethical obligations. Oh, God. We kind of saw some of this, the witness list and stuff, in the other one, but Clayton Echard will testify to all issues. Laura Owens will testify to all issues. Sorry, guys. Michael Maricini, former romantic partner of Laura, see response to motion in Lemonade. He is expected to testify regarding the origin of the 2,500 pages of messages with Laura from 2016 to 17, where she made nearly identical claims involving fake twins, miscarriages, abortions, threatened suicidality, including claiming to be admitted into a mental hospital. He is expected to also testify regarding the personal claims in Laura's recent affidavit claiming he faked her medical records, which have been disproven by the forensic technology expert who verified that the medical records indicating ovarian cancer ovary removal were sent to him by Laura. Okay. Greg Gillespie, former romantic partner of Laura, see response to motion in Lemonade. He is expected to testify that Laura fabricated being pregnant with twins, claimed she had an abortion several times, and repeatedly stated she would dismiss her lawsuit if he agreed to date her. Gillespie is expected to confirm that the sonogram of twins sent to him by Laura was from Fiverr. He is also expected to testify in response to Laura's allegations that he doctored her medical records. That's awesome. Dr. Samantha Deans will testify regarding her expert review of the medical records of Miss Owens, including her analysis that the alleged HCG tests were never dispositive of pregnancy, and that the related miscarriage timeline, which includes a detailed analysis of the likely origin of HCG in petitioner's blood and urine, is not indicative of human gestational norms. Her testimony will also address the veracity of petitioner's miscarriage of 2 fetal sacs and alleged sonogram from Planned Parenthood. John A. Berryhill, a forensic data expert, will testify regarding his expert review of the personal computer of Michael Maricini, including his analysis of the metadata, which confirms that no Tex-Mex, said anything about Tex-Mex, that no text messages or images sent by either party were altered or otherwise fabricated. Any and all witnesses listed by petitioner subject to appropriate objection. Okay. Respondent's objection to petitioner's witnesses. Respondent objects to any and all of petitioner's witnesses which have not been timely disclosed. Respondent specifically objects to the expert testimony of Dr. Medshill under Rules 702 and 703, as he relied on admittedly tampered with data set, made inappropriate conclusions regarding his beliefs unrelated to science, and appears to have concluded with zero scientific/DNA basis that Clayton was the father of twins. His testimony is not the product of reliable principles and methods or based on sufficient facts or data, and his opinion does not reflect a reliable application of the principles and methods to the facts of the case and should be precluded or given the weight it deserves. Here he's just listing the exhibits, so like text from Laura about unblocking, text between parties about blocking and meeting up, messages between the parties, LinkedIn messages between the parties. So that's like, this is like all messages from between Laura and Clayton. Then her Medium articles and like Reddit posts and stuff. Gotcha. Okay. Thanks. Now I'm hungry. Dude, that sounds great, actually. Okay. So these are just talking about like articles she wrote to the press, articles that she wrote online, that kind of stuff. Basically just listing what they're going to show. So like emails to Steve and Dave, messages with Michael, Twitter posts from David S. Gingras. Fuck yes. That's fantastic. The notice of intent to sue, that was like the sort of attempt, I think. Medical records from women's care of AZ/Dr. Higley. Never saw her. That's fantastic. Respondent's objections to petitioner's exhibits. Respondent objects to petitioner's exhibits report under Rule 703. Petitioner submitted admittedly falsified medical records to her expert for his review, including the sonogram that she has admitted to tampering and which has been confirmed not to have originated at Planned Parenthood or SMIL, and notably not including the ovary removal she allegedly had in 2016, which she appears to be claiming she does not remember fabricating. Her expert relied upon fabricated data to reach his conclusion, which itself is inadmissible under 702, meaning his written opinion is not based on those kinds of facts or data that experts in his field would reasonably rely on. Respondent objects to any and all of petitioner's exhibits which have not been timely disclosed. Respondent objects to any and all of petitioner's exhibits which have been doctored in any way, including those already admitted to being fabricated by petitioner and which were confirmed not to have originated from any source petitioner testified to being seen by. Respondent further objects to any of petitioner's exhibits which are not relevant, cumulative, or lack foundation to these proceedings. Respondent is unable to prepare specific objections as petitioner has not disclosed her list of exhibits. Oh man, that was something. I'm glad I found you were alive of this. Oh, I'm glad you found it too. Yeah, that does sound good. Yeah. Gingers will want Tex Italian though. Actually, that sounds kind of awesome. I love Italian food. I raise my burrito to you, fellow Greeks. That's great. Oh man. So that was the end of the document. I don't know if I'll check Discord to see if anything else popped up, but I think that was all we had. God, between the last documents and this document, I think I spent like 4 hours going over documents. Maybe 3. I'm not sure. Because we did play games and stuff earlier, but this is the longest I've ever streamed in one day for sure. For sure. One second. Okay. It's been like a lot of hours. I agree. My other one was like 4 hours, and then this one is one. So that's crazy. Thank you very much, Elizabeth S. I'll be your hero at 2:47 in the morning when no other heroes are awake. This is sad. This might be our last filing until June 10th. Don't worry, I still have a tag email to read you at some point. It flies by though. Yeah. Judge duty was when Clayton was pro se. The other only he had an attorney. Yeah, yeah. If only he had an attorney. He used to be sanctioned and reported. I believe somebody filed a bar complaint already. I'm not sure what came of that though. Looking forward to the tag email. Yeah. Yeah. Megan's tag emails are crazy. All right, so I got my email the night after, or the night that Laura posted her weird manipulative manifesto on David's blog. And it was after I had done my live stream where I had basically said, like, this reads manipulative. This is like fitting a pattern. I don't believe that she is like going to kill herself, basically. But yeah. And I got that email that night, and then I messaged Megan the next day. It was about something unrelated, and then it came up, and I was like, "Hey, listen, so like, don't mention this, obviously, to anyone else." But and I knew that she had kind of alluded to someone being out there who had like messaged her, and it matched up with like the email that I got. I was like, "Well, Tag contacted me last night or whatever," and she goes, "Tag is Laura." It's like, God damn it, because I had written back this really like nice, empathetic response, and I was like, "Welp, that sucks." Uh, yeah. Now that your sleep is ruined, might as well read it now. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna read it now. I'm not gonna read it now. I understand your anticipation. Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, probably sometime tomorrow. I'll take a break like during the day tomorrow, maybe not like nighttime because tomorrow's actually my girlfriend's birthday too, so I'll be out at night. But just finished the 4 hour stream. Thought you were going to bed. SF, I was, and then Clayton's document came out, so I just had to read all that. But yeah. Okay, so if you missed most of this live, tomorrow I will do like I normally do like a boiling down of these documents, so it's like shorter, and I try to make them 10 minutes or less. So I'll be doing that tomorrow morning, working on that. Girl, you better buy her breadsticks. Who, Megan? Yeah, I can do that. You should have made your name Lemonade Lauren. Lemonade Lauren. No. She probably has her own AI legal plot at this point. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay, okay. I'm doing a suite for documents, and then I'm going to sleep. Hang on. Which Discord did I even find this on? I don't even remember, man. I think it was Dave's. Files and documents. Yeah, that was it. I found it on Dave's. Okay. Oh my gosh. I miss so much on Discord all the time. Good night, Mag. Oh, my girlfriend. Yes, yes, I will. Okay, so before we go to bed, if you want to become a member of Drunk Turtle Nation, I will be having some member-only streams. The link is in the description of this video. Also, some people had asked me for like merchandise with the tagline "Your cesspool is my jacuzzi" on it. Let me show you what it looks like in case you guys weren't here earlier, didn't see it earlier. One sec. I made a shirt. It has my icon mascot thing, Captain Scatterbrain, on it. And it's got the tagline. So, one second, I'll show it to you. From top. There it is. So, That's the shirt. That is also in the description if you want the link to that. I ordered one. But yeah. All right. It really is so cute with the brain. Yeah. That's Captain Scatterbrain. I am going to sleep for real now. For real now. Like if anybody puts out documents at this hour, y'all can wait till tomorrow. So I want the text left alone. Shut up, man. All right, it's time for sleep. I got work in the morning, so that'll be tiring. Thank you everybody for coming and like coming back even after all that. And some of you who listened to me for 5 hours today, that's fucking crazy, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. Just like thanks a bunch. Like it's awesome. I'm going to the beach tomorrow if anyone wants to join. I'm tired. Night all. Thanks for the late night entertainment. Good night, everybody. All right, I'm going to sign off now. And then tomorrow, like I said, I will do those shorter recap videos of these documents if you guys missed any of it and don't have time to watch the whole lives. So I will see you soon. Hold on. I didn't press the button.